basically, not chicken Alfredo, like using just stuff from our fridge, chicken cubes, I guess, chicken stuff. What kind of cheese? It's this Mexican cheese, Cojita cheese. Cojita cheese. Have you heard of
Did
that?
you pronounce that right?
Cojita cheese. Cottage cheese? Not cottage cheese. Cotija. Cotiga? Cotiga? I don't know. But
Aged
we use some of
Mexican
that.
cheese.
Yeah, it's really good. You put it on like street corn, Mexican street corn. So you put some of that and some spinach, red pepper flakes, bell peppers, and served it over cauliflower rice. Got a good bit of heat. It's a little cheesy, a little melty. It's actually very good.
This is the Experience Podcast with me and someone else.
And someone else and another someone else, and that special someone else is Daniel's dad. Yes, Daniel's father has made an appearance on this podcast.
Don't think so. Don't think he was able to make
Daniel,
it.
care to comment on your father's availability?
Now, Tanner is the one wearing the Georgia Tech dad hat.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, which doesn't make a lot of sense given that he's not the dad.
I just wear it because, honestly, my hair looks disgusting. Well, as in,
Tanner, it looks
it's kinda
beautiful.
it's kind of just growing like hair does, you know?
That's how
So
hair works.
I think I might just like grow it out because, it's the summer. You know what I mean? Like,
Do people grow their hair out in the summer? I feel like it's
I
the
bet they
opposite.
do. It's because it's like you're not in school, you're not around,
I thought you grew it out in the winter for warmth,
Yeah, but like you grow it in the summer just to see how you'd look with it cross country club.
You're going for the long hair look.
Well, it's been like the longest I've been without a haircut in probably the past 4 or 5 years of my life. So
Do you want to talk about the Georgia Tech dad hat? Because it brings up two possibilities here. Either one, you bought it for yourself, which is strange, or it's your dad's hat and you just stole it from him.
the answer is actually neither of those. So you need to deduce more correctly next time. I
Apparently.
bought it for Dad for Father's Day a while
But
ago.
you
I think, or maybe it was
still
today.
took it from him. Or he gave it back?
No, I'll be real with you. I had it in my room. I was using it one day. Just lying around. You hang it up next to the coat rack when you enter the door. I just didn't take it off until I got to my room one time, and my hair looks
Yeah,
gray
for your hair.
just
Yeah.
hat on, and basically I have not departed from this hat when interacting with people because I don't like my hair right now.
Does your hair get longer, or does your hair get straighter when it's longer?
Yes, and that's why I don't like it. I don't like when it's like, straight like that.
Because you're getting close to like an emo look,
I know and that's how I looked like in middle school. It was awful, and I resent my parents for letting me look like that and going to school like that. But that's just
They let you.
Who's let me get the Justin Bieber haircut? Doing the hair flip.
And I probably have seen a picture or two. I think it sounds familiar.
I think I've shown you.
Yeah.
Like it went down to below my eyebrows. Now it doesn't. Yeah, just 8th grade me. And, I had the Justin Bieber hair. Everyone had it. Did you have the Justin Bieber hair?
I don't think so. But
Did you always have short hair?
how short is short?
Like your current hair length, was that the usual?
I don't think it's changed much in the last 10 years. I guess that's not saying that much. The last 15 years.
As in, it just doesn't grow.
No, it grows a lot, but I cut it pretty regularly.
You yourself?
No, no, no. I go to a semi-professional. Budget
And
cuts, man.
have your parents supported this haircut?
Why are you not supporting it?
I don't know. I'm just like, what are your parents' opinions? Like, oh, Daniel, stop getting your haircut.
No, they don't care either way.
Okay. Well, that's good. It's glad to see there's some positive um, influence in your life and reaffirming your
There's some
hairstyle.
individuality about it, yeah.
That's good. Because, I had the same thing, but in a negative way.
Mm.
That I hated my long hair, and then I also had pimples under my forehead. I think because of it.
Well, if
I
they
don't
were
know.
under your forehead, the long hair would probably help, wouldn't it?
Well, it hid them. That's why I was like, okay, I can use this long hair. But then, as soon as I started cutting it, the pimples kind of go away. Like, the I did wash my hair, but I guess it was just a little grease. But yeah, I used to have a lot of pimples on my forehead. And so that's kind of why I kept it for so long. But then once I started cutting it, I think senior year of high school, I was like, fuck it, getting short hair. I like the feeling after a haircut. It's like just prickly, like it stands up. You know what I mean? Like even the way you run your hand through your hair in the shower. I mean, like where it's that length.
My hair is pretty spiky.
Like yeah, it's fun to. I think it's fun to have.
Did you go around touching people's hair after a
No,
haircut?
I touched my own hair and I was like, this feels a lot better than it being super long. So yeah,
And
that's
yet
why.
you still kept your long hair. And you're going back to it.
Well, I'm going back because it's like, well, like going back to the long hair's in. Now it's in.
Is it in?
I believe so. Right? Is
I
long hair?
don't
I don't know.
can't Google that.
Is long hair in? For men. 20
Yeah, for men.
summer 2021. We need more clarifiers.
I feel like it's whatever like the recent Bachelor had,
Oh, good point. Good point.
or whatever, or something like that. Whatever celebrity is hot.
The last Bachelor was James, and he was like
Yeah,
he had an
pretty
afro
sure.
in the
Yeah.
later part of the season.
Did that change? I don't know.
So, but he had pretty short hair before. So
It's short to begin with.
Matt James, yeah, he trims it very. But he had a full blown beard. Well, that's what I'm thinking of. I don't think he had an afro. A full blown beard fro that was just big.
Yeah. Although you have a respectable amount of facial hair.
Thank you, I appreciate that. What do you think? You think he needs to trim or to keep the beard?
I,
Here's a picture.
that's what works for him.
Honestly,
Did he have?
I don't think it looks good as him with the clean shaven. He's got a his chin could cut through glass. He needs to shave the beard. You know what I mean?
Did he have the beard during the season?
I think he had in the post because there was some drama.
I don't watch The Bachelor, so I have no idea.
There was some big drama, and they brought him back after because I don't even remember. I think racism. The girl he finally selected, I think he selected her because the show was filmed in advance. He selected her, and then as the show was premiering, he had already kind of selected her. But as the show was premiering, Rachel, the girl he selected in the very end, people were digging up stuff. She went to GCSU, Milledgeville, Georgia College and State University. She had my classmates for being attractive black men. She was kind of just a little very culturally sensitive. The Bellum-themed Old South party. My classmates for being attracted to black men in high school. And then she winds up with the first black bachelor, right? So, yeah, that kind of stuff derailed the show, and then they brought him back on and had a beard. All this to say...
Yeah.
Beard. Man, that was quite the tangent. Have we gone any tangents lately?
No, I don't think I've run any.
Can you go on one right now? Can you leave me?
I probably could. I probably could.
Go.
Well, you still have the background of Corona Extra.
Yeah.
Is that from the last episode?
That might be from the last episode, yeah.
I don't remember what we did last time.
Turn it off?
No, you can leave it on. I don't care. It's just I was just trying to remember what we did.
To provoke the corona.
Yeah.
This is where I
Yeah.
wish I was the beach.
Now Tanner's got a beach background for our listeners, of course.
Guys, yeah, for you listening in, where are you at? Leave an audio comment if you're on the anchor.fm/the-experience website.
No one has left a comment yet. Yeah, it's still
Still
there.
waiting for these audio comments. People are listening, obviously. So please, you can get a shout out. You can get featured on the podcast if you do so. If you leave an audio comment, the next person to leave an audio comment, Daniel will reach out and invite you to be on the podcast. Doesn't matter
Probably.
what you say in this comment. It could be
Oh,
terrible.
That,
It could, literally, you could be one of the worst people of all time, and we invite you on the podcast.
I don't know about that.
Just for showing audience participation, but please keep it within the confines of our rating. Please don't go crazy in the audio comments. But if you don't want to be on the podcast, we will feature it. We'll play it during the podcast. Just to give you a shout out. So please be the first to leave an audio comment on anchor.fm/the-experience. And now back
Thank you for the ad read, Tanner. For the show itself.
Now we go to our commercial break.
Oh, yeah.
So Daniel, I'm having a really hard time pooping. What could you recommend? Just do the ad read. Just do the ad read, Daniel.
Do I have to do the ad read?
Yeah.
I don't know, like a fake thing I can pull up.
Just tell me to eat vegetables. That's the ad. Ads for vegetables. Can we switch it?
Yeah.
Can you come up with a scenario like that, and I'll recommend you this
Oh,
product.
gosh. All right. Oh, Tanner.
Silly, yeah.
Huh?
Make it silly.
I can't. Man, it's been a rough day. You know what? I had asked to go into work last night, and I was like, I can't do it. Told them no.
What?
Been rough.
Wait,
No, this is a tangent from our
what
tangent.
was the setup? Wait, was that a
That was
setup?
not-
I'm confused. I also
Oh
think
no, that wasn't a setup. That was just me saying. Huh?
I thought you said I had asked her going into work.
No, they asked me to go into work last night, and I said, nah, I can't do it.
Like a night shift?
Yeah, overtime night shift.
Why?
They just come off working. Huh?
They just need people to operate during the summer.
If someone calls in sick, they need they need unit coverage.
And you said no?
Yeah. I had just worked 5 nights in a row. I was like, I can't do it again. Anyway, Tanner, I've been really having trouble sleeping lately.
Oh, well, it's funny that you should mention that. And actually, it's crazy that it applies to your life in a non-coincidental way. Boy, do I have the product for you. Our gracious sponsors at Sleep Be Gone. It's not a B-E, it's just the letter B, Sleep Be Gone. Have decided to sponsor today's podcast. What is Sleep Be Gone? Sleep Be Gone is a pill or supplement you can take that will reduce the effectiveness and or need for sleep. And what does this mean for you? Well, in Daniel's case, Daniel wouldn't have to sleep. He could have taken that extra night shift. He could have made a little bit more money on the side. He could have, he could have spent his night living it up, it totally eliminates the need for sleep, and that way it can help you in any pursuit you need. So once again, thank you, Sleep Be Gone, for sponsoring this podcast. I, of course, use Sleep Be Gone. I don't need to sleep. I hate it. Nightmares when I do, so Sleep Be Gone has helped me in that way. Of course, I don't want people sleeping and getting into my dreams when I sleep. That's why I take Sleep Be Gone. Once again, thank you, Sleep Be Gone.
Tanner, you said you were having trouble. Thank you for the outreach. You said you were having trouble with diarrhea. Is that correct?
Yes, and this is a totally separate situation. And the crazy thing is, I think the solution is to eat more vegetables. What was the last vegetable you ate? Do you remember? Did you eat a salad recently?
I think I did.
Okay, well, I kind of realized, well, I didn't realize, I kind of vocalized this to my friend. Like, am I drinking coffee to shit? Am I shitting to drink coffee? Obviously, it was the first one. The second one doesn't make any sense. But yeah, whenever I have coffee, it's to supplement the veggies that I don't get. Because it gives me a bowel movement whenever I have coffee.
Yeah.
Are you a coffee drinker? No.
I don't drink coffee. They just got a new coffee maker too at work, and I was like,
It'll make you poop. Don't poop on the job. You drop a bomb. Atom bomb, nuclear bomb.
No, I don't need coffee. I just
Eat vegetables, apparently.
just eat vegetables. Yeah.
So yeah, thank you to Vegetables for being a co-sponsor of today's episode. Shout out to all the veggies that grow in the ground, apparently. I would not know. So yeah, that's my little tangent. Learned about that. Work has been good. Been doing a different side project for a different team.
Are you satisfied with your job? Last time you didn't seem super satisfied.
Yeah, I'm still not super satisfied. Like, I do the job. Like, I'm doing work for a different department. There's some drama because my boss is like, make sure they know that they don't own you. You're still working for this department, my department.
They don't own you. We still own you.
You know what I mean? Like, we still need you to do the boring work that I don't want to do, basically. But yeah, the project I was working on was like pretty cool. Turning like essentially email outbox where a bunch of kickouts are sent to. Turning that and turning it into a database, then assigning it based off of some of the information in those emails / kickouts, assigning it to a lead development rep in the database.
Is this still are you still thinking of a career change?
Oh yeah. I was actually I need to start looking. Like I know you should start applying if you want jobs for next 2022, I should say, for January 2022.
Yeah.
Be out and about. So yeah, I need to start looking. That's kind of my next big priority, is to just start looking for jobs. I haven't kind of narrowed what I want to do yet. Probably consulting. I know that's tough to get into, but I think I got it. I think I can do it.
You have good ideas.
I do. I think that's what I said on the podcast last time, right?
You did.
Yeah. See, you got a sharp memory.
I do these things.
A memory consultant.
Is that a thing?
When, yeah, like if I say, hey Daniel, what did I say? When was the last podcast that I was on and you were on?
I don't remember which one.
Okay, maybe you wouldn't be a good memory consultant.
But Tanner, you said you were having trouble with your memory. Is there a way to fix that?
Yes, the answer is actually Sleep Be Gone. The more you take it, the more you forget that you don't need to have a memory in the first place. So, because of Sleep Be Gone, I've gotten into the habit of writing things down and just organizing myself and my thoughts in that way, just kind of putting pen on paper, and it's actually helped with my writing a little bit, and I can just reflect on these physical notes whenever I need to. There's no need for, mental memorization. It's all just written down. Sleep Be Gone. Take it.
You were on episode 152, which premiered on June 15th.
I'm 15th, recorded probably a week before that. So it's been a month. Yeah. How was your July 4th? Today is July
I
7th.
I was working that night.
What? Really?
I was
I
working.
mean, I imagine it gets kind of crazy, right?
What? What are you talking about?
So wait, so your plans were, so like, was it like a really busy shift? They had to bring more people on for July 4th?
For July 4th? No, there's like no work going on because there's no one there.
Oh, oh.
Why would there be a lot of people
I
at
don't
work?
know, like a lot of energy pull. Maybe people are trying to, I gotta wipe my nose real quick and blow it. Maybe people are trying to, I don't know, turn on their ACs because it's hot out.
Well, we have like peak season, but the output, yeah, you can go. Our output doesn't change. It's it's a nuclear plant, so our output is always the same, or for the most part, always the same. We produce the same amount of megawatts of
Oh,
electricity all the time.
oh, so it's just the demand changes, but the supply is pretty much fixed.
Our supply, other suppliers can change. Like it's easier for a coal plant to
Yeah,
change
just
their supply,
cold.
and the
Huh.
distributor can change who gets what and all that.
I never thought about the logistics of nuclear power and power distribution. It's funny that you should say that. That brings us into our third sponsor of the day. Daniel, would you like to introduce them?
Yeah, it's called Sleepy Gone. Using Sleepy
Please tell me about it. This new product that I've never heard before.
SleepyCon can help you. Can't even do this one. Can help you learn about the logistics of power distribution in your neighborhood. You ever stayed up all
Right.
night because you
Yeah.
couldn't sleep? And you're like,
Yes.
man, I can't sleep because I'm just really wondering how am I getting my electricity right now and who's supplying it? Sleepy Gone can help you. It's just 4 pills every hour that you take, and it'll help you kind of jog yourself and it'll clear your mind. That way you can go to sleep knowing how the power distribution works.
And funny you should mention that power distribution. I think of these pills as a little bit of a jolt to keep you
Uh-huh.
awake. You
Uh-huh.
see,
Yeah.
see what I did there? That's how
Yeah,
you
I see.
describe the headspace, the head. I don't want to describe it as a high, but it certainly affects your brain chemistry and your mental state.
Yeah, they target certain neurotransmitters uh, that
You
can
know,
really help.
you know that feeling when you're about to go to sleep and you kind of jerk yourself back awake. You know that
Yeah,
like that
of course.
flex. It feels like you're doing that, but you don't have to do that. The pill takes care of that for you. It jerks you back awake automatically. That's the best way I can describe our
Yeah,
sponsor.
I would say it seamlessly kind of ties together the infrastructures in your mind.
Correct. And then another way of saying that would be it affects your brain chemistry by affecting the receptors of neurotransmitters.
Yeah,
And another
facilitates
way
that
of
kind of.
saying yes, another way of saying that would be it facilitates and actually defacilitates the connections made by neurotransmitters to the receptors on your brain.
Anyway, thank you for our sponsor, Sleepy Gone.
And that brings us into our next sponsor, Sleepy Gone. Sleepy Gone, you can I'm going to read this. Sleepy Gone, yeah, that's Sleepy Gone, spelled sleep with a B, not a B-E. Sleep with a B,
Yeah,
just the
yeah,
letter
yeah, just the
B.
letter B.
And what does Sleepy Gone do, Daniel? How has it helped you? I know they shipped us a crate each of
They did.
Sleepy Gone.
Did you want to open that crate? I think you have one, don't you? I already opened mine, but I think
I
yours is
don't,
still unopened.
I don't remember if I got the
You
package.
probably don't remember because you're not using Sleepy Gone.
Yeah,
Sleepy Gone has a lot of great things. They
obviously.
just came out with a topical.
No way.
It's kind of like a lotion. Yeah.
And where do
Where
you
you
apply?
really, huh?
Where do you apply this lotion?
Well, it's kind of all over. So like if you put it on your hands, you got to go all the way down to the elbows, right? So it's a full arm, or I guess that would be like a half arm kind of thing.
From the phalanges to the elbow.
Yeah, yeah.
Phalanges are finger. I learned that.
Yeah.
Taking Sleepagon.
From Sleeping On. Yeah, so you kind of rub it all over. Kind of lower back is also a good area, which you may need help with. And Sleeping On has the instructions it's in the box, so it's pretty clear how that works. Yeah, it basically, depending on where you put it, you get different outcomes, and then that should be pretty obvious.
Yes. It's been described as, I'm reading children their notes, it's been described as a jolt. So I imagine
Uh-huh.
that topical jolt maybe relaxes muscles and maybe prevents spasms. What about
Yeah,
applying it to your forehead? Could that help defacilitate the neurotransmitters
that
from
actually helps defacilitate the neurotransmitters.
So you apply this directly to your forehead.
That is one way to apply it, yes, and it's going to help foster those
Uh-huh.
sorts of
And I have an interesting question.
impulses.
Would
Okay.
how would you go about applying this to your forehead? Would you look in a mirror, or what do you think you'd do?
It's actually best, so they say, and again, this is all in the box, so you can look at this, when you get your box. They actually say to close your eyes and try, and this is the hard part, you got to sit upside down. So I think the best way that I found is kind of get onto it like a sofa or a chair or something, and then like flip around, your head's on the ground. And they
Is it so
say
it
that,
can get in your scalp? Is it so it can get into your scalp and affect the
yeah,
neurotransmitters?
yeah, it actually helps because the blood flow, it helps promote blood flow too there, and that'll help pull the
And the blood flow
topical.
probably, yeah, bring the heat from the blood probably warms up the topical, helping it absorb the skin.
Yes, it helps absorb better. So yeah, it is best to kind of go upside down. And again, try to find like a chair that you trust, and maybe have a partner spot you. I think that
I
would
don't
be
trust any
another way.
chairs, Daniel. Continue.
Don't trust any chairs.
Not
Chair that you
single.
trust.
No.
Uh, yeah, having someone else watch you do it as well would probably be beneficial, and you guys could even do it to each other.
Yeah.
Another way, it's a good partner thing to do. I know, Tanner, you said you've done it with your brother a few times.
Yes, and Daniel, this is kind of not related.
Okay.
Daniel, and I know they're still our sponsor and we're very gracious for that, but what would be the effect of applying this topical to, I'd have to be the one to ask, to your penis and balls?
Yeah. Tanner, it's funny that you ask. There is a benefit. Now, let me just tell you. Now, I already told you about how the blood flow helps with the. You guys, helps promote, promote,
Maintain
promote.
an erection is what you're trying to say. You need to maintain
Huh?
an erection while you apply this lotion. You need
It's
to
yeah, it's
promote
better to be erect
lotion.
when you're applying this lotion. It helps with blood flow,
Yeah.
and that will help. Well, you can figure it out from there. But anyway,
Any perceived benefits? Have you attempted this?
you know what? I don't want to speak on that. That is not in the prompt that we got from Sleepy Gone
It's
here.
okay. This
So.
isn't an unsponsored segment. I just unsponsored the show. I can do that. Executive producer.
I don't think so. I don't think you're an executive producer.
Well, I imagine it probably gives you that jolt you need to keep going.
It definitely gives you a jolt.
Yes.
And you don't want to know what the jolt is when you apply it to your nether region.
It's like putting icy hot in your balls. You ever do that?
Oh. What are you doing?
In the high school band, it was like the thing. It was like go in
Yes.
the sax room and put icy hot in your balls. No?
Nope, that's a you thing.
I thought everyone was doing it. See the guys walking out, be like cold, tingly heat on your nuts, so they'd be walking weird. No, it was like a rite of passage kind of thing. You ever had anything like that?
Never put anything like that on my balls. Can't say
Really?
that. Can't say that I have. Sleepy Gone is a different.
How is it different?
That's a different thing.
Well,
Uh,
were they They're graciously sponsoring our podcast. I do thank them for it.
We thank them. Tanner, is there anything else you want to cover with Sleepy Gone that we didn't cover?
No, obviously you guys have heard the benefits and how it can be taken in multiple forms, and hopefully we've influenced your opinion on it. Of course, we give no financial incentive to promote this to you guys, so this is really us speaking honestly. I think, if I can remember correctly, this is us speaking honestly.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on, Tanner.
Thank you for having me. You're still recording the podcast.